Each year on March 23rd, the Paiestoa Fallen Heroes Memorial Ceremony pays tribute to Lori Paiestoa. The ceremony also honors other fallen heroes. Jim Covarrubias is chairman of the Paiestoa Fallen Heroes Memorial. He is here now to tell us more. This is a really nice ceremony, isn't it? This is good stuff.
It is good stuff. It's sad stuff at the same time.
Yes.
This is honoring the fallen heroes, in the military. But it's an important, I think, event to allow the families to come. And over the last 22 years, what we've done is create a family of Gold Star mothers, Gold Star fathers, Gold Star wives, the Blue Star families, and Silver Star families.
Yes. This is a sunrise event, correct?
Sunrise at Paiestoa Peak. The event began because of the Iraq War, when Lori Paiestoa was killed on March 23rd, 2003, in Nasiriyah, Iraq. It was the bloodiest day of the war. 35 soldiers were killed that day. 18 people in her convoy were attacked by hostiles. They had taken actually a wrong turn. So they were in bad territory. They were attacked, and they fought back with all they had. Of course, they didn't have big, firepower.
Yes.
And they lost 11 of the 18. 7 were taken captive. Lori was mortally wounded and died in captivity that day.
Yeah, and we all think Lori Paiestoa, we know who she is, but so many people move to Arizona and they may not be familiar with the name. They know Paiestoa Peak now, but they may not be familiar.
Right.
This is who she was, first documented U.S. female casualty of the Iraq War, and I think the first known American Indian woman to die in combat.
First Native American woman to die in combat.
Yeah.
Right.
Describe the ceremony.
The ceremony has underpinnings of Native American. It began with her family. It was Hopi, Navajo, and Hispanic. Her mother's Hispanic, father's Hopi, and her husband was Navajo. So it involved those cultures automatically. But there's also the intrigue of what that was for the public. So they basically evolved from that. I think they wanted to do one event when she passed away, but it's now 22 years that we've been doing this. And it's sort of taken a life of its own, because other families wanted to share the stories of their loved ones who died in combat or died in the military.
I was going to ask how it has changed over the years.
It's changed quite a bit. There was an element of wanting to change the name of Paiestoa Peak at that time. It had an egregious name that was demeaning to Native American culture. They received the backing of a lot of people from the tribes. We have 21 Indian nations in Arizona, and they were very involved in wanting to change that name. So that was one of the secondary missions for them. The primary mission was to, like I say, go ahead and involve other families who had no forum really to come and share the stories of their family. And it has become very sentimental to them, but I think a real strength, to the community that we have.
These ceremonies, especially the Native American accented ceremonies, what can people expect to see if they want to attend?
It is beautiful. We have Ukwala, who is a Havasupai medicine man, give a spiritual blessing. We have the Phoenix Oyata Singers, who are a traditional Native American drum group. We have Miss Navajo, who sings a national anthem in Navajo. We have Hopi dancers, and we also have other cultures involved. We have Ken Kosho, who's a taiko drummer, Jeff Senior, who's basically a balladeer, Danita Green, who is a singer. So it's involved other people now who become part of the family.
What kind of reaction has it had over the years?
Well, it's amazing what people get from it. The idea of being there in that beautiful mountain, in that beautiful park, and the city has done such a great job of renovating it. We're just so pleased to have it and so pleased to be able to do this. And we do get occasionally other performers come in from the tribes and chairmen come in who want to say a word or two. This year we've got guest speakers of Claire Manning Dick, who is the national chairman of the Gold Star Wives, and Amy Dozier, also from the Gold Star Wives. So great speakers, just great entertainment too.
Where to find more information if people are interested?
We're on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the basic,
Paiestoa Fallen Heroes Memorial on Facebook?
Right.
Okay. And Jim Covarrubias, again, thank you so much for coming in and sharing this with us. And It's amazing. I mean, it's 20. Goodness gracious, that's 23 years.
23 years.
That seems like just yesterday. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.